Do Democrats need new leaders with new ideas?
Well, let me just say this. Self-promotion is a terrible thing, but somebody's got to do it.
Exactly.
And I think that
I
in the situation that we are in, I am a master legislator. I know the budget to the nth degree. I know the motivation of people. I respect the people who are in Congress.
With us now, we got the chair of the House Democratic Caucus, Congressman Joe Crowley of New York. Congressman, always great to have you here.
Thanks, Joe.
You understand, right? Just running against Donald Trump's not going to put Democrats back in power, right?
I do. I think that's the better deal is all about, giving people not just the dislike for Donald Trump, but what do Democrats stand for? And that's what I've been talking about.
So what are the specifics of the better deal?
Well, the specifics are, when we start, we're talking about better deal, better jobs, better wages, and a better future.
How do you get there?
And what I think is we need to really have a robust infrastructure plan. I'm not talking $1 trillion. I'm talking $3 to $4 trillion. Really rebuild America. Really invest in the future. You create these jobs that are, $65,000, $80,000 jobs. They're bridge jobs. You're building bridges, but you're also building bridges for the future, allowing them to, afford college education for the kids, to really invest in them for the future economy. That's what I think Democrats should be talking about. Simplify. Don't make it too complicated. Just go right at it. We want to give jobs back to America. 5 to 10 million of those types of jobs.
Steve.
Well, look, I think that politically, Democrats have a couple of problems. One, I think at a party leadership, you have an old party, you have old leadership, and it's stifling the ability of younger Democrats to rise and put a new face forward. And then you just saw play out the state of California, which has a $145 billion annual state budget. Single payer, which the Democratic legislature voted down at $450 billion a year. I think increasingly you're going to see a contest in a Democratic presidential primary where everyone is leapfrogging each other to the left. Single payer might be a litmus test.
Do you see that?
And free college, free single payer, country's $22 trillion in debt. And these issues could ultimately be as fantastical as Trump's magical wall.
I do see a movement more towards single payer. That rhetoric within our caucus. I think much of it is aspirational. I think we're moving towards it anyway. I think the expansion through the Affordable Care Act is, in essence, a movement towards that. So, and I think that's good. I mean, I think that's what Democrats are about, making sure that as many people can be covered are covered.
Congressman, you talked about bringing back new jobs through infrastructure. How many you bring back? You're going to lose more than that because of artificial intelligence, robotics, and autonomous vehicles. So what's the Democratic thinking about the future of work?
Well, that's my point, is that people don't want to be retrained at 50, 55 years of age. They need those kind of jobs now that can help bridge that connection to the future economy. I recognize automation is on its way. But there is an opportunity here for this generation to prepare the next generation for that. And that's what they're longing for. They're looking for those types of answers. And by the way, we need to make these investments. We need to invest in our roads, tunnels, bridges, broadband, hospitals, schools. Those are the kinds of things we should be doing.
Josh.
So, Congressman, what's the advice that you're giving to people who are thinking about running for office around the country? One of the keys to Democrat success is going to be recruiting good candidates. What are you telling those people who are thinking about running for Congress about what they need to do to win?
Your country desperately needs you right now.
But how do they win?
But that all politics is local.
Yeah.
And I've said this before in your show, Joe. I've said that people, the Russia stuff is going to take care of itself. And I think there are a lot of things we need to be concerned about. North Korea, and Richard has talked about that this morning, I've been paying attention, trying to find those answers, how to respond to Russia, how to respond to North Korea and China. But it's about local politics. It's about how you're speaking to your constituency. What I've said, and I've said this before, I grew up in Queens, the other side of the tracks from Donald Trump. But I can speak to those kind of voters, and that's what I'm doing around the country as well.
All right, Congressman Joe Crowley, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks, Joe. Good to be with you.
We greatly appreciate it. Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.